You go to a hospital usually because there's a problem.
There's a way.
I like going because I feel I do have a solution. Cut it into slices. When you're facing an illness, food can be your medicine. When our family hit this crisis, the one thing that I knew that I could do for my son was cook for him. I knew that with the right foods, I could help mitigate some of these effects. And it was working. So I started to piece together a program. Essentially, it goes like this. I arrive with the freshest ingredients that are seasonal, that can really address some of these side effects to not only cancer treatment, but also other illnesses, little bite sizes like that. We do away with refined foods, processed foods, fried foods. You think you could do a pepper? And I show families how to make healthy dishes.
Your prime gut feeling and responsibility is to make a child better. So many of us truly forget to focus on the nutritional aspect of the disease. So many times children have lost so much weight, then you're trying to tube feed them. If you focus on this kind of simple nutrition, maybe the child would do better.
Happily Hungry really grew out of my own experience as a mom whose child was diagnosed with cancer. Fabian's illness came literally out of left field. He was 11 years old, came to me and he said, "Mom, I've got this swelling. It feels really strange." So I said, "Okay, well, we'll go check it out." The pediatrician got this gray look on his face and said, "Based on the x-rays, we are seeing a mass, and I'm referring you to a pediatric oncologist." They called early the following week and they said, "It's cancer. It's a stage 3 Hodgkin's lymphoma." And he went into very aggressive chemotherapy and radiation. He was brittle, he was sore. He would go days and days of having no appetite, having mouth sores where he couldn't swallow well. There was a huge sense of powerlessness and great sadness. Having grown up in a household where cooking and food was such an important component of our lives, that was my go-to thing. I read books, I went online, and I went back to the basics. I made a big pot of chicken soup. Well, if this is working, what else can I do to fix him? You know, I just saw him go from a very worn, depressed, tired kid to a healthy adolescent. If the patient has no appetite, is really depleted, you start by feeding just the broth. You add lemon juice. Yep, there you go. Maybe some tamari or soy sauce, and just get some salt and some sour in there, and that can stimulate an appetite. Then you make some vegetables and you put that in there, and then maybe you even add in some chicken. Now, the next thing are these sweet little guys. You build it gradually, because when the digestive system is wrecked, you can't put too much at it at once.
I thought it was creative. It was definitely different recipes than what I'm used to doing.
See how it all comes together?
I'm gonna make these more often.
It's been incredibly rewarding to speak to families from the heart about why good nutrition matters and how much faster a patient can get better and rebound. There's some smoothie here too if you want to sample that. This is not a program of rocket science, it's just smart, sensible food choices. There's only reasons to be doing this.